Hey guys, Monster Rancher 1 and 2 DX is one of my most anticipated releases of the last few years, so I imported the 25th anniversary edition from Japan. So let's get right into this. Just note that I voiced over this after opening it. It all comes in a nice lifetime memory box, which of course has the disc logo on it. It is very nostalgic and has nice packaging for displaying, although the cardboard itself is a bit flimsy. The MSRP is roughly $150 at your conversion in Japan, but I paid $200 at PlayAsia because the shipping was a pretty penny. I was hoping that the box would be a bit more sturdy than this, but it has a nice big display piece. There's a cute sleeve on it that has the logo for the game, as well as the contents of the anniversary edition. Opening the box up itself, I want to get to the game first. I got the Switch edition because I heard that the Steam one just comes with a code. I honestly thought that the Switch version was going to as well, but Tecmo pulled through. Now I can put this with my other Switch games on a shelf. It is super basic as far as physical editions go. No inside manual, hell, no inside artwork even. I'm just happy that it came on one cartridge in an official Nintendo Switch case and all of that. My Japanese eShop account even got gold points for it. Now I don't have to wait for a limited runs edition or anything similar to that. Yes, the game card holds the Japanese version on it, but I bought the English version digitally because I like to shill for the game. The next thing that I took a look at was the Monster Rancher 2 Secret CD Reproduction disc. There is nothing too mind-blowing here. I popped into my PC and got some audio snippets. There are 14 tracks that are accompanied by a monster cry, as well as the narrator saying some information in Japanese. If I had to guess, the narrator is probably describing some information about the monster that made the cry. It's in Japanese though, so I can't understand it. It also doesn't help that I can't find any information on this at all. I spent a good deal Googling just exactly what the hell this is. I found, I guess, a little something saying that this may have been an advertising thing, but honestly, who knows? The next thing is sweet, and something that I just may get genuine use out of. Monster Farm 1 and 2 Complete Soundtrack Collection. These two CDs contain all the music tracks from Monster Rancher 1 and 2. There are 48 tracks from the original game, and 51 tracks from the sequel. I have a CD player in my car, so I can listen to artists like Billy Joel, Billy Currington, Tom Petty, so I feel like a mega loser one day, I can just start blaring this. I just love physical CDs for some reason. I can also pop it into my PC and listen to these amazing soundtracks from time to time. Up next is the Tecmo Players Mag, TPM, Volume 2021 booklet. This is a neat little novelty that was fun to flip through a few times. It looks like it has promotional details about the package overall. There are also snippets from the anime, a timeline of the game releases, as well as snippets from the first two games of the franchise. Without being able to read Japanese, I can't salvage too much more from this. I started flipping through the Monster Rancher art book next. As someone who is interested in seeing beta designs of final games, this is super neat. I love seeing early concept art for monsters like Suezo, Dino, Mochi, Hare, among others. There's also a page that shows their early concept for how battling would work, with moves being close, then 2 through 4 spaces being far away. Unfortunately, there are a lot of pages that are just covered in Japanese letters, which again, I cannot read. It also isn't really held together in any way, shape, or form. It's just a bunch of loose papers. I still think this is such a cute novelty though. I may be better off throwing this into a folder. It comes in a plastic sleeve thing, I guess, but as I said, I think throwing these in a folder, that's probably a better call. It can keep them together and keep them safe. Up next is the Mochi Backpack. I was impatient to open the box before recording the video. Before doing so, the Mochi bag was just folded numerous times so it could fit. I love the idea of a Mochi drawstring bag, as when I want to take controllers to a friend's house, these things are super convenient. However, this bag feels kind of cheap. It's made out of some sort of plastic and just doesn't feel too great. I love how Mochi's cute face is plastered right on the front of it, and I'll definitely be using it from time to time. Alright, let's be real now, none of this matters, because here, we get to the granddaddy of all the collectibles included, the Golden Mochi. This little guy is such a neat collectible to display on a shelf. It is a solid metal figure that weighs a good couple of pounds. I'm trying to show with my dogshit camera, but Mochi stands on a pedestal that reads Monster Farm 25th Anniversary, with the disc logo on the bottom, as well as a personalized number. I'm number 05084. This makes each Mochi feel a bit personalized as well. This is definitely the coolest part of the whole package, no doubt. It feels like it was made with care. It is really sturdy and somewhat heavy. I wanted to quickly rank each part of the box with a mini description. First is definitely the Golden Mochi. It has a solid build quality. It's very pleasing to look at, feels somewhat heavy, and is personalized via a unique number on the pedestal. I'd put the physical copy of Monster Farm 1 and 2 DX in second place. If the Switch's eShop goes down and I lose access to my English copy, I can still play the Japanese one on the go. Since it comes in a standard case, it fits right into the Switch collection nicely and is the only physical Japanese Switch game that I own. In third place, I'm going to go with the Lifetime Anniversary box itself, as it's an amazing display piece and it's just so nostalgic. I'll go with the Monster Farm 1 and 2 soundtracks in fourth place. I love how I can either pop these into my car or CD drive and just listen to two of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time. I can maybe even rip these CDs and download them to my PC. I will give the Mochi Backpack 5th place, as I would get some use out of it for sure. I may have been a bit let down by its build quality, but I will still throw my mics and controllers in there when I have to relocate. Also, come on now, how am I supposed to ignore Mochi's cute face on it? In 6th place is the Monster Rancher art book, as I am very interested in the official artwork, and I miss when these were included in physical releases. Since I can't read Japanese, unfortunately, some of these pages are left useless to me. Coming in 7th place is the Monster Rancher 2 Secret CD. As for its practical use, I may just leave it in a lifelong memory box, although the mystery surrounding it is pretty neat. Lastly, we have the Tecmo Players Mag Volume 2021 booklet. It may be neat to flip through this from time to time, but Okay, so there's a question I gotta answer before I'm done here. What's this worth of $200 to me? That's a toughie, as the Japanese price is 15,070 yen, or roughly $137.18 before tax. It'd be way easier to swallow at that price point, but between PlayAsia's slight upcharge, then on top of the $40+ shipping, one has to be an intense Monster Rancher fan. But would you really be watching this if you weren't? I love stupid collectible stuff like this, so things like the Golden Mochi, the lifelong anniversary box itself, both game soundtracks I can play in my leisure, as well as the fact that I can have the physical copy in my hand. Dare I say it's worth it? It's nice to have some Monster Rancher merch around the house and support the franchise in the process. It looks like the anniversary edition is not in stock at PlayAsia, so I'm not quite sure, an easy way to grab one now. I gotta say too that I'm a bitch with FOMO, so especially seeing this go out of stock, if I had to pick gun to my head, is this worth it, yes or no? I would honestly say yes, as I just love Monster Rancher. Thanks to everyone that made it this far. I'll be planning on reviewing these games so I get a good few hours into them. I also want to apologize for the admittedly mediocre quality camera and setup. I want to do more of a bird's eye view and have this be continuous, but I just don't have the possible space and materials to do that right now. Once I leave my damn parents' house, I should be able to polish my videos more. Oh, one day, man. One day I'll get out of here.